welcome all with a Finn. For the next 5 days I will be learning new survival and bushcraft skills here at a cabin located in Southern Finland. I will build a long-lasting log fire, train for worst-case scenarios, spend a night in the forest without a tent or a sleeping bag, go ice fishing, show you Finnish traditions and have lovely time with my fiancé and our dog Kerttu. Enjoy!
These days are running slow. Sunsets and shores far from home. Headlights are shining on the sea. No place on earth I'd rather be. And I could try to just follow this way, but I'm gonna find this anywhere.
We just arrived to the cabin in Southern Finland. On the way here we stopped in Tampere and in Helsinki for a few days to visit our relatives. We're pretty tired and exhausted from the trip, so we are just going to get the cabin hot today and relax for the evening.
Let's go to sauna.
I made an angel. I have a lot of exciting things planned for tomorrow, so see you then. Good night. Good morning. It's currently 17 degrees in the cabin, so need to get the fire going. I need to drive the car up that hill because we came down that really steep hill yesterday evening, but now they are promising like plus degrees and this will all get so slushy, and if it freezes during the night it will be super slippery. Okay, that's good there. So I need to find a suitable log to build that long-lasting log fire. In Finnish it's rakovalkea. So I need to find a dead tree that's thick enough but is not completely wet. I see some potential trees there. There are a few dead trees laying down on the ground, but they are filled with snow and I think they could be wet. But this one here, this one looks perfect. I need to go get a chainsaw. No wonder it doesn't start. There's no gas in it. Okay, I went to get some equipment. Here I have fuel and 2-stroke oil. I mixed it back at the cabin. And also I have chain oil here. Okay, that didn't hold for long. Tomorrow, when I'm in the nature doing real survival, I'm just going to use a handsaw, not a chainsaw. But today I just want to try how this works, so I'm going to use the chainsaw today. It feels almost illegal that there is a reverse in that thing. Way too easy to get it there. Now I'm going to show you how to make a long-lasting log fire. This is basically traditional Finnish way how the hunters survived in the winter when they were away from their home in the wilderness. If I get this right, this is my first time doing this, by the way, but if I get this right, it should burn like easily throughout the night. I tried chopping it so that I only get the middle piece because this is the most driest. I'm doing this to expose the drier surface here, but also so that the fire has something to grab onto. But now it's time for lunch. I will continue later. Let's go check what my fiancé made for lunch. Some soup made out of moose meat. Oh, that's looking good. Okay, after lunch. Now it's approximately 1 o'clock, so I need to go and put the sauna on, because the sauna takes like 5 or 6 hours. And some of you might think that that's a long time, but let me show you the sauna and you will understand. This thing here is a savu sauna. It is, in rough translation, it's a smoke sauna. So the way it differs from a regular wooden sauna is that it does not have a chimney on it. Compared to a regular wooden sauna, this one has a really large furnace. There is a lot of stone there. How this works is that I heat it up for 4 to 5 hours with the door open so that the smoke can escape from the sauna. And when the furnace is hot after 4 to 5 hours, then you close the door and wait for the sauna to heat up, and this thing will stay warm for even tomorrow morning. Everything here is just completely black. It's just filled with coal. I need to fill that with water and then I can start the fire. Now I just need to push this under the ice. Oh yes. I made sure that there was no chain oil in the tank, but apparently there was some oil, and of course using a chainsaw is not maybe the most environmentally safe way to do this, but I didn't have anything else. Oh god. The last user of this has forgot to empty the tank. It's frozen solid. And the issue is that this has a metal pipe that runs inside the stoves. Because this is frozen, the water expands, it could have broken some of the pipes running there. So I need to put on the fire and check if it's leaking from somewhere. These are really bad fire starters. And once it starts, you can see all the smoke coming out of there because there is no chimney. I will leave the door open and come back here every hour to refill the stove. Oh yeah, that is great. I have now exposed the surface, the dry surface, that will catch fire much easier. This will prevent the upper log from rolling to either side. It is just so wet here. I have some cotton and Vaseline here. I'm gonna put Vaseline inside the cotton and start the fire with fire steel. Hopefully this will work. I will use these really thin sticks. I'm gonna make feathers to them and try starting the fire. This is going to be real challenging. I'm going to try a different tactic here. It's really hard to add any fire there because there's literally no space here. But it's now burning from a few places. I'm just going to try to get it going and let's see what happens. Oh, it's really warm here, but the smoke is coming this way, so it's not nice sitting here. It's burning in this end, but not in this end, and that could be a problem. So it's currently 2:30 and I got it burning. Let's see how it goes. I need to go put some more firewood to the sauna. If the water system was leaking, it would leak into the stove and extinguish the fire. But the fire is still going, so I think there are no leaks. The fire's still going, but it's only burning from the middle. That's a bad thing. I have no idea if it's supposed to look like that. It's like turned off, but on this side there is fire. So I'm going for a coffee break and check out later if that thing is still burning. I can see the log fire from here and it's still burning. Right there. She obeys us very well, but sometimes when she gets a scent of some animal, she will just run off to the forest and not listen at all. So we need to have her on a long leash here. This is what it looks like after 2 hours. Kerttu, hei, tulepa sieltä pois. Oh, and actually this end is also on fire, yes. It might actually work. It might actually work. This is what a typical holiday on a cabin looks like in Finland. Actually, there's one funny story when one Chinese exchange student told me that they went to a cabin in summer and they thought it was going to be relaxing, but when they went there they realized that it's a labor camp. It is exhausting and there is a lot you need to do here, but it's really fun. I enjoy it a lot. Okay, that was the last time I added firewood to the sauna. So the cabin is actually as old as I am. My parents built this the year I was born. And when they bought this land, the other cottage where the smaller sauna is was on the property, but they built this larger cabin here. So I've spent the majority of my childhood summers in this summer cottage. Let's go check the log fire. It's not looking great on the ends here, but I was thinking that if I push the log a bit over the other end so that they get closer to each other, that could work. I'm not sure how this affects the fire. The gap is much closer and I think that will burn better and that will burn better. Because if the gap gets too large, then the fire will just go off. But it's been running now for 3 hours. Let's come back in an hour or two to check out the fire again. Now the door of the sauna is closed and there's no fire anymore. So the heat of the stove will heat up the whole sauna. So in a few hours the sauna will be ready. Meanwhile, we're gonna make some dinner. Fish with cheese and curry and mashed potatoes. Pretty good leftover food. This is what the romantic dinner looks like. All my camping equipment here. It looks like the fire is out. Well, it's not out, but it most definitely is not burning like it should be. This corner here is holding the whole weight of the upper log. That is why the logs can't get closer to each other like they should. Let's see what happens if I do it like that. It's now been like 5 hours, so that's pretty damn good. But I still would need like 3 hours or something like that if I want to sleep properly. I will leave the fire like this here and come check it after the sauna. Before I enter the sauna I need to throw häkälöily, which means that I have to throw water on the stove so it releases all the carbon monoxide from the smoke. So I will now try to get out of the water using these ice spikes if I drop accidentally someday to the water. But this is a good time to practice it. I have the sauna hot, now I just need to dip in and get up using these. It's really scary to jump on that dark water. It's really cold. Oh, I need to be calm and breathe. Oh. Well, that was easy. Now to the sauna. Oh. That was really cold and scary. Standing on the ice, jumping to really dark water, knowing it was going to be really freezing. That was scary. But it was a really good experience. Whew. This is a very traditional Finnish sauna thing. It's either koivu or leppä. You use this to strike yourself. As silly as that sounds if you are a foreigner. Or even better, you can hit your friend with it. That feels great. Now I'm just gonna relax and enjoy the sauna. I think I earned it. It looks like a grave. If I had more clothes on me, it would be a lot harder to get out of the water. These things weighed like 5 or 10 kilograms. And it was only my mid layer. Imagine if I had my jacket and my boots and base layer and everything. And even a backpack, it would possibly be like 50 or 100 kilograms. That's crazy. Oh, it's cold here. I couldn't get the spikes further away from each other than this, so it was really hard to climb out of there. It's like really messy, these cables are tangled to each other. It's now like 6 hours from when I started the fire. And look at that, it is still going. And it's not even halfway there. If this burns fully, it will still burn when I wake up in the morning. There is a really big crack on this side. So this definitely was success. I hope I will be able to repeat this tomorrow and maybe even modify it a bit. But I'm already going to sleep, even though it's early, because I need to have a lot of energy for tomorrow. I'm going to make a bushcraft shelter and stay the night in the forest without a tent or a sleeping bag. So I guess that tomorrow I won't be sleeping that much. So see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. Would you look at that? It burned totally. Actually, it's still really warm. I mean, I have no idea when the fire went off because now it's been like 17 hours when I started the fire. It burned almost everything, so that's really great. Today is going to be interesting. I'm going to the forest and it's below freezing right now, and I'm supposed to stay warm with only that fire. Okay, here you can see everything I'm going to pack for the trip. I got some warm clothes here, 2 liters of water, food, stove, first aid, a sitting pad, all my hygiene stuff, coffee importantly, my cooking stuff, shovel, some tools, plate, but actually now that I'm thinking I'm gonna leave that because I won't be needing a plate. Some lighting options and my camera stuff. I will make a separate video of this trip, but I'm going to show you some clips here. So see you in this video tomorrow. I'm also going to bring an axe and a saw. Bye bye, warm cottage. See you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. And see you in our next adventure. This was a great experience on this survival bootcamp. Definitely was worth doing that. I stayed warm, I stayed dry in a survival situation. That is all you need. I'll just get back to the cabin and relax for today. Kuka se siellä? No hei, oliko ikävää? This is always the most annoying part. This is a carbon steel blade, so it's important to get it dry, and then I need to put oil on it because otherwise it will get rusty. It doesn't matter what oil you use, I just use olive oil. We are staying here one day more than we originally planned, so we need to go get some groceries. Got them groceries, and today we are going to have pizza for dinner. I have a feeling that I'm being watched. Hopefully I'm making good enough job. Now it's much safer to walk here. It's just super relaxing being in a cozy cabin after that night in the forest. Food is being prepared by my fiancé. Looking like a real survival bootcamp. Uh-oh. Now would you look at that. After abusing my body like that, this is how I like to treat myself. But now I'm going to put the camera down and enjoy the evening with my fiancé. So, good night. Well, good morning. So here we have Carolian pies with egg butter topping, some grapes and cheese bread with leftover dessert from yesterday's dinner, and coffee's in the making. This is traditional Finnish food that you serve in events such as birthday parties or graduation parties, etc. It is just really good. We usually have these on a weekend brunch. Oh, I'm so full. Found this cool hat, my dad's old bird hunting hat. We're just taking the dog for a walk and then I'll go ice fishing. Someone just spotted moose tracks. Look how large those are. They are huge. Twice the size of my fist. I'm pretty worried that how we will be able to come up this hill tomorrow when we are leaving. It's all icy and I have friction tires or not spike tires, so... It is such a beautiful weather today. It's almost become a joke that how I go ice fishing and fishing in general and don't get any fish anytime. Hopefully today is the day when I break that. Almost all of my fishing experience come from this lake. I know that these are good waters for perch and pike, but I haven't done that much ice fishing here. It's mostly summertime fishing. Ah! That one. It's a really tiny one, but I got it. Didn't sit here for long. Perch usually swim in a pack, so if you get one, you should try. Yep, if you get one. Oh no! Shoot! I was able to catch that. Like I said, if you get one, you can most definitely get more. Yeah, this is bigger than the first one. The whole point of this trip was to learn new survival skills and enhance my current skills. So I haven't been that successful with ice fishing. It's really nice to get some fish. These are my first fish I get from ice fishing in a long time. Let's go. Oh, almost dropped my knife there. That would have been bad. Only one fish from here. Let's go, that is a nice fish. I knocked the fish dead and then I opened this here so that the blood will run out. Oh, this is already a good sized one. Yeah, that is nice sized one. Finally a successful fishing trip. Decent catch. Okay, I think I'll eat first and then clean the fish. Tortilla. Let's see how much the biggest one weighs. 137 grams. So these are really small fish. In total it's 515 grams. It's been a while since I did this last time, so let's see how it goes. If I even remember how to do this. I'm trying to memorize here how oh yes, this is how. Shoot, I messed that up. Okay, that went horribly wrong, so I'm not able to fillet these. I'm going to use a different technique on the smaller ones. And that is how easy it is. I got the head, the skin and all the organs away from the fish. Putting this to the frying pan. Putting this to the frying pan and that will be really delicious. In total that is 184 grams of perch meat. And they're ready to be cooked in the evening. Okay, so the sauna started. Now we're just going to pack our things and clean a bit and prepare the cottage for the next arrivals. It was just such a great trip. I learned how to make the log fire. I chopped down my first tree with an axe and made a log fire again in a survival situation. I made a bushcraft shelter and a bed. I spent my first night outside in 0 degrees without a sleeping bag and a tent. Learned how to get out of the water in a worst case scenario with those ice spikes, and it was really good to get some perch this day, just to memorize how to clean the fish, because it's been a long time since I've done that. So yeah, I learned a lot during this trip, a lot about survival and refined my old skills. I think she wants some as well. Just a typical Finnish supper. 2 Karelian pies and 6 fish. 6 perch on rye bread. Oh, and I forgot a beer. And I'm just kidding, this is quite a lot of food for me, but we have to eat everything from the fridge because we are leaving here tomorrow. Okay, we're just going to sleep because we have a long way to travel tomorrow. So see you guys in the morning. Good morning. Okay, you know what I have to do. That went surprisingly well. Heippa hei mökki. Now we'll see if we can get out of here. Easy. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this kind of vlogging video, so I know if I'll make this in the future. And remember to subscribe so you will see next Saturday my survival video in a forest without a tent or a sleeping bag. But otherwise, thank you for watching and see you in our next adventure.